it was like a real life hero, like, and you did. Fantastic. So now this child is like, God spoke to me and I met my hero. Like freaking out.
His mom's still crying, bleeding on the floor.
At this point, she has like scrambled over to the child and is like, "Oh my baby,
She shouldn't have run.
Right?
She shouldn't have run.
Victor
We
won.
didn't do anything.
I didn't know.
The only thing she knew happened was I asked if they lived here and where the stables were.
Strangers were trying to talk to her and her baby in a time of crisis where, like, they don't know who to trust.
This fucking idiot kid recognized my emblem. What are you, blind?
She didn't see you. She didn't get a close look at you.
Well, she didn't pay
She
close
ran
attention.
away because we asked her where the stables were, and then she walked in the direction of the stables. We just asked her where they were. She's dumb.
A dwarf.
Don't talk to strangers.
I'm sorry, time out. A dwarf woman looks at a dragon, an orc, a black mystery, and another dwarf, and she doesn't look closer at the dwarf? I'm the only one she recognizes at all.
You would be. But why would she spend more time with a half orc, a dragon, and a black demon, knowing? But didn't you? Didn't you?
can't prove anything.
That's true.
Oh my god! Terrible. Absolutely
Except the
terrible.
horrified look in our kid's face.
I mean, the kid's a witness, but
The kid is a witness.
We're gonna leave him
All
alone.
the kid is a witness of is
Voices in his head. He
Voices in his head.
That's true.
and us
It's a different
healing
voice.
him
He doesn't know that
and
was him.
cleaning him up after his
Exactly.
mother went crazy, sprinted away, and then threw him.
He doesn't even
It's
know
been a
that.
very traumatic afternoon,
Yeah.
yes.
We cleaned him up and healed.
Simultaneously best, and I would say almost worse, but his dad's
Oh, sorry, wrong
probably.
language. You understand?
Yeah.
So it should me and Joey probably get the
Almost
stables
definitely.
by ourselves way before them because
No
they.
way. I
Well,
stopped-
they were following.
Well,
They make it
I
behind
full-
you,
I
but
said
you
we're
guys
sorry
definitely make it there first.
How long did that
So,
Well, you had to heal him too.
as you make it,
to Marek and be like, bro, we can't take that fucking idiot anywhere.
I didn't do anything.
You're not there.
you're not there. They ran ahead. They were like, if
He's
they're
a
gonna go
special-
down, we're not going down with the ship. That was the mentality.
He's a special kind of
Who did it done?
Please tell me the guards stayed at the Capitol.
Excellent question. They did,
Okay.
but they definitely looked in your direction
She did not have to tell
and
us
saw.
No, she did not. I was asking you, not the DM. So.
Yeah.
that. So,
I would have told you because they would have been following you.
Okay.
You know what I
fair
mean?
enough.
So, but like,
You'd be
well,
being attacked.
you would be being attacked.
Well,
yeah,
that's why me and Joey ran.
Yeah.
They would be being attacked.
First.
we'll be back from a better angle.
Exactly.
To roll some stability checks.
So as we're walking, I just want to pick the marble up, go into it, and then pretend like I'm talking to it to them, just so like they see it. If
Cool.
anybody's, like, are you walking here with me?
Yeah, at this point, he would have caught up with you. So you guys are a pair, and they're a pair right
So
now.
I'm just talking to it, like, just so you see me, but I'm not actually saying anything to it. I'm just making noises in abyss.
I'm like, Richter, come on.
And then I put the marble back in my mouth.
Come on, let's go.
He goes, it's okay, I got a great plan. I'll tell the other guys when I get there.
No. I'm sorry, I'm not there.
All right. So, as you guys reach the end of town first, the first thing that you notice is that to the right of you, so this is due south, you see that there are horses running around in a range. Give me perception checks.
You're not there yet, Phil.
You're not there yet.
Okay, sorry.
Shit, that was not good. 7. 5.
You're like, wow, that's a lot of horses.
God damn, what if one of them sassafras?
But you do see a building that's like in like closer to like the actual main road. And you assume that if there's going to be a head of this ranch, he would be in this building.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm just gonna like. Oh no.
Am I there yet?
Be like,
10 minutes
where
behind.
are you?
I stopped for 2 seconds.
And whistle.
They ran. They ran.
Yeah,
Emily.
They dipped out.
18 for a performance check.
to call for
To
your
whistle and be like, Falco, where are you? Where are you?
Yeah, mouse whistle. To shut up back.
Well, not a whistle. We did not set up the whistle.
You didn't, but you could
talk to
eventually.
You might
Like
know.
like
You
Link.
know. Do you
A Ponya song.
do you even hear like a horse?
It's time.
Hold on.
Yeah.
In the fourth 10-10. Never mind.
I have to look up horse stats,
Oh my God,
guys.
It's tied in the fourth pen.
Why do you have the worst stats ready?
Let's go New Orleans.
Shut the fuck up. Are you
I get
for
5
real?
more bucks. I get 5 more bucks if New
I
Orleans.
had $10 on New Orleans.
Joe just texted me
Okay,
saying he put
we
100
just
bucks
need
on
to-
the Saints to
if-
lose.
We
Jesus.
just not
his
do
cousin.
this. It's okay.
So the guy who's been
Um,
beating me in football bets,
So,
been beating in football
um,
bets this whole time. 'Cause I tried
You
Run on the street.
okay? So you do that performance check, right?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
He keeps betting on the Texans. I don't understand how
20.
Bucks lose like this.
Okay. So after you're like,
The quantity
Falco,
boost brought you small
baby,
seed
come
bets,
back.
hits him with these
and
big
it kind of
games.
I see there was something. And then you hear like a like a neigh, like.
And be like, alright, can you hear that? Let's wait.
So you run in the direction of the ranch. There's logs over. I'm assuming you climb over. Fantastic. So you climb into this man's ranch,
I'm
still
still not
running
like this.
towards. Give me another
I'm
quick
gonna
perception
continue to
check.
walk towards the man's house.
Fantastic. So let me just.
A 9?
The party's very split.
You're like, where are you? You still can't see her, but ooh, and give me another perception check.
7?
Yeah, you can't see her, you can't hear her, but you know that she's here. You feel it in your heart and your soul. But now you're standing in the middle of the ranch.
So I'm gonna
So
knock
you
on the guy's
walk.
door.
So you walk up to the door.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
surround
gonna
by
close the door.
Right. You as you knock on the door, you see that like the door kind of like comes forward a bit. It's not locked, so like
Alright, so I open the door.
Yeah.
I walk in.
you walk in, you see a man sitting at a desk, and he's like writing on a piece of paper, and you see like a woman going back and forth with like buckets of water, and like children with like hay,
Sounds like a
bundles
family.
of hay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna say, hey man, we're pretty sure you ended up with our horses. My idiot friend is running through your ranch right now trying to find his. So, how about you just help us get our horses back? I'll toss you a gold piece and you'll pretend this never happened.
He's like, you know, I would do that for you, but those are some mighty fine horses.
Yeah, but they're not yours and I have weapons and you have a family.
Intimidation.
Intimidation. Yeah.
That's intimidation right there if I've ever heard it.
3.
No, I believe I have +7. No, +4. So 16.
Okay.
Okay.
He's pretty
So-
intimidating.
But barely. See, he's a businessman. He's been threatened before, and he's like, well, I mean, if they were your horses, then why would you leave them out in the middle of the street in the night?
We were drunk and trying to kill these people who are taking over your village.
Horses are a way of life. Don't you understand?
We were drunk and had to murder people.
He's like, I'm usually drunk, and I definitely want to murder people, so I understand. But at the same time,
Listen,
this is
Sir,
your whole
sir,
livelihood,
have
you
to
know?
understand. I didn't say wanted to murder. We had people to murder. We had to go kill a bunch of soldiers. I need my horse back so me and my friends can go kill more soldiers. Help me get my horse before my 3 other friends show up, and then there's 4 people who want to murder you for our horses.
Another intimidation check.
18.
Okay, so this time he's like, you see like his face
That
get
was
kind
more
of
direct.
pale. Yeah, you see his face get like kind of pale, and you see like the wife like stop what she's doing. She's like, just give them the horses.
They offered you a gold piece. Give him
Yeah, you don't get that gold piece anymore. You pissed me off.
Okay.
He's like, then I'm not telling you where those horses are.
I'm gonna pick his child up.
You pick up this child. The wife starts screaming her head off. He's like, I don't know who the hell you are, but I'm gonna call the fucking Capitol building here if you don't drop my son.
If you don't have a phone, I'll just kill you first.
You
Give me
see
my
a
horse.
child run out into the back. Now he is running towards them. As these two are approaching this building, you see a child dart past you.
As he tries to run past, and I try to trip him.
You don't, I mean, you could, but technically you
wouldn't
don't
do that.
know.
I wouldn't do that.
You have
but
no
he might
idea
do
who
that
this
to a random
child is. Yeah, you might do that, but like technically you have no idea what the
I'm feeling
situation
super
is.
mean right now.
The child probably.
Are you?
The
was just
child
very
probably.
nice, and
Can
now
we
I
roll
feel like
perception? I bet you the child has visible signs of being in distress, running away from something.
100% you would notice that from far away. Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
just want to trip the child.
I would find that suspicious.
he's gonna
coming
trip
from
a
the
child. He's.
I'm not mad at him though, because I
But
see
you
what he's
do,
getting at.
yeah, you do notice the.
You know what I'm saying?
distress.
Like, this kid's like,
So, that would be a dex save from the child.
I rolled a 7.
Haha! So the child dips over. He's like, "Outie, 500."
I try and grab the
In
child
his
by
head.
his scruff.
Okay, so I guess that would be like a strength check from you.
23.
He got a nat 20. So
I got a 19.
this slippery child.
So, as he
Gets out of your
as he
grasp.
dips away from my thing, I'm gonna say in his head, "Good job, my child. I've earned the present," and I'm gonna turn around to him and hold out a gold piece.
You see him like he's like
As he does
very
some magical ninja shit.
yeah, slips out of your grasp because he's squirmy and the
Is he
child,
running away?
right? He
I grabbed him. on the
is
scruff
still
of the shirt,
running
he disappeared.
away
So I'm
towards
gonna
the
drop
building, but
coin. I'm gonna try to
sees
drop
you.
the coin in the dirt and walk away towards his house.
okay. So you drop the coin in the dirt towards his house. Derek, are you following him?
Well, I just tried to grab him, so I guess I'm gonna follow Richter's lead on this. I'll try.
And just okay.
Yeah.
So so as you guys walk forward, about like 2 minutes pass as you're basically on top of the building at this point, but you see like that the child has he kind of is trying to be sneaky and get that gold piece,
As he
but
gets
he's
closer,
not very
How close
sneaky
is
at
he?
all.
As he gets closer, to it,
He's
the
like
magician
5 feet
is going
away.
to pick it up and start bringing it towards my body.
So now seeing this, he's like and now he's just frozen in place. He's I don't want to be anywhere near the guy that just grabbed me and the guy that just tripped me, but I really want that money. All right, meanwhile, in the building, you are still holding their son. At this point, you guys reach the door.
Okay.
Am I
So-
walking back inside at this point, though? I don't know.
Would you be? I don't know. Are you still looking for Falca? You need to tell me.
I feel like I heard him yelling at the bar at the stable man, and I'm like,
When you grabbed the child and the wife screamed, probably
Yeah.
heard that.
So you definitely would have seen that there was a child that ran out of a back door around the building. You would have seen that, and you would have definitely heard a woman scream.
So did you come back to the building, or did you keep?
yeah,
So are-
you definitely. But
All right. So you get back to the building. You get in there maybe at the same time, a little bit before these two. So now you all walk into this situation where he's still holding a child. Everyone is terrified, and
I'm still fucking with the child.
okay, so you're outside. So you and
I go
you,
inside.
yeah. So you go inside first. He's shortly behind you, and you see the situation of him grabbing a child, the wife still screaming, the other children frantically holding themselves against the wall, and the dad now takes out a knife, and he's like, "Put down my fucking son." Okay, this is the scene.
Hey guys, you know a child ran out of here?
Did you stop him?
I think Richter's on it.
He's going to get the guards. Make sure Richter stops.
what the fuck?
What's going on?
He didn't want to give us back our horses.
Put
He was
down
being
the kid.
unreasonable.
Sir, you seem like a reasonable businessman.
I thought I was being reasonable too.
I offered him a gold piece. He said no.
You're holding. Let go of my son. How can you still be negotiating?
Can we quickly go back to the child then real quick?
Yeah.
I'm going to say to the child, it's okay. I'm going to disguise myself
Messaging?
as one of the guards. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to use alter self to disguise myself as one of the guards and be like, I'm a guard in disguise. I heard what happened. I'm coming.
Technically,
Stay
you
close by.
technically you haven't heard what. Well, you're just saying that. Okay, so you literally have no idea what the situation is. Okay, but okay, so you disguise yourself as
What
the
a
alter
good
guard.
plan for someone who has no idea what's going on.
I know.
I was going to disguise myself as the guards, take them in, and then...
Okay. Okay, so after you use
I said I
alter
had a
self,
plan.
right, and you
Yeah.
disguise yourself, you see the child is suddenly kind of still scared.
He's still
But
going to
more-
He's still going to away
Yeah.
from me. I'm going to do the mage hand again and give him the coin in good faith.
Okay,
Like,
so
it's
you
okay.
see his hands reach out, and then this entity places it down in his hand. He's like, "Thank you,
I've
sir."
been chosen by God.
He's like, "There's a bunch of scary people in my dad's building."
I'm going to tap him on the head. It's okay. Stay close to me. I'll protect you. We have to go back, though.
Okay. So you see him grab onto your leg.
No.
You follow into this building.
Yes.
Now, he's as this pause in the scene, right? So we're going back
Sorry,
in.
go back.
You walk into the building, you see the situation, and now the dad sees that his other son is with a Capitol guard, and he's like, I don't know who these hooligans are, but they come into my house, they threaten me, they take my child, please.
Relax, sir. I heard there was something about stolen horses being sold at this ranch.
He's
I heard
like,
that you stole 4 horses. So I came down here as soon as I heard the report. This poor child was.
Yeah, he stole my horse!
It's okay. Relax, sir. Relax. Relax.
Alright,
Torrin's just gonna start laughing.
I'll try and stay calm.
okay. So you start laughing. So you can roll me a deception check with disadvantage
As he
as you're
starts
laughing.
I'm going to cast Firebolt at him.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. So that's a dex save from him, I believe?
No, it's Firebolt. It's just
Fire. It's just gonna happen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Can I?
He already attacked you. Nope. No retconning this.
You're dodging a fireball.
No, I was gonna.
You're dodging a fire.
15. Did 15 hit you?
I was gonna say,
Does a
can I have to roll performance on top of this?
For what?
No, you're just
Sure.
You're getting shot with a fireball, like, regardless.
It's a 15.
Ah!
15. Yeah.
All right, fine. A performance for the way that you fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, he hit. So how much damage is Joey Matt take?
7.
7.
By the way, retconning,
Oh,
2
fuck.
seconds. Did you give them like a message?
No, they have no
They have no,
idea.
so, okay, yeah. So you guys are all convinced that this is like the same people that
When he
are
came-
trying to
when
kill.
he came in, he seemed to be on my side about the horses. So I was like, hey, he stole my horse. And
As
that's
I shoot the fireball at him, I'm going to tell him this.
And he came in with the kid. He came in with the kid, so I'm pretty sure that worked. I'm not 100%, but like,
Give me an insight check. Give me an insight
I
check.
took a flat 7 damage.
Yes.
10.
Okay, so there's like a 50-50 chance that this is Richter.
I'm like,
You're like,
I'm at least like
I have
very aware
no
of the
idea.
possibility.
you have no idea. You think that this guy needs to die.
No, he's on my side.
So I'm
I'm
going
You
gonna
don't know
continue
that.
laughing on the floor.
I'm waiting to see.
Okay,
what
so
happens.
whatever.
That's
Did you
a-
roll
He
his
hasn't said
damage?
anything about the fact that I
so it's not funny, like, so he knows. I'm going to go back and be like, alright, enough with the hooliganism. I heard about 4 stolen horses.
He's like, sir, you have to understand. I didn't realize they belonged to anybody. They were just abandoned in the middle of the road.
Just somebody who just abandoned horses with saddles and shoes and everything in just the middle of the road.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
What were you to take? And you
Well,
think
I'm
that-
the only ranch in this whole city, in this
Sir,
whole town.
sir, I
Sorry.
have half a mind to shut this place down.
Then how would we get all of our goods?
I have half a mind to replace you with 10 other people at the Capitol. They could easily do your job.
Okay, so persuasion check.
You're not rolling good for me. That's plus 5, so that's 11.
He's like, I know your type at the Capitol building. You guys don't know horses like I know horses.
I'm gonna go up to him and then put my arm onto his neck.
This
As I
guy,
do that, there's
this
now like a
guy's like,
spike that
he
shoots out
looks at-
towards his
he
neck.
looks at the scary capital
How?
guard, ignoring
Okay, so you shoot. So it's not real. Technically, it's an illusion.
No, it's real. I can now alter my body using my level 2 spell Alter Self, and I can use that as a weapons if I want. So there's not going to be a spike out of my
Okay,
elbow.
so I would argue it does the same damage as a dagger.
It'd be
So
like 6 damage, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not-
Are you actually
Well,
attacking him? Though?
like a-
But it's
like a
against
deep-
his neck at
deep
this point,
four.
and be like,
Yeah.
I will kill you in a fucking instant.
intimidation.
intimidation.
15.
Let's go!
20.
And he's like,
Okay.
Here are your horses. Just for that, we are taxing this place double for the next month.
and you see like his like eyes dart to his wife, and his wife
And he goes
now
over to
terrified.
You're lucky your child is a good child. Boy, give him that money so I can tax it.
You see like the kid like now is like very upset, and he reaches into his pocket, and he's like,
And now I'm going
To
to take
his
the coin
dad.
back from him and then put it in my pocket.
"Oh my god, you guys are evil."
Yes, I was told I'm evil.
I am
didn't want
chaotic
this, man.
evil.
I didn't
Like,
I didn't want to do
I was told
At
I
this,
was
at
evil.
this point, I'm very sure that's Richter because this guard is acting erratic.
I mean, a spike just formed out of his arm.
It's Richter. And
Yeah.
I think this is hilarious. I'm like,
All right. So then you see. All right. So you're still holding the guy against
once,
the wall.
Once he like see that he's intimidated, I let him down. The spike's gonna retract and on.
You see him like collapse into his seat, and you see like the wife being like, "Please, sir, I'll bring you to the horses. Just leave my family alone." Begging you now, like tears in her eyes.
And then I'm just gonna like I've seen in his culture, just bow to her and be like, "Yes, thank you."
A little bit of confusion crosses in her face, and she's like, come this way. So she leads you into the back. Are you guys following?
Yep.
You're still holding a child.
Put the child.
Should we like tie them up
What
so
the-
they don't go running?
Yeah.
At
At this point, they're convinced that it's a Capitol Guard. So
I know
if the government,
if
if the
government is the
municipal
one-
government is the one
So I'm gonna
telling
say-
them what
I'm
to
gonna say
do,
at this point, I'm gonna be like, okay, so you three go get your horses. The job here is done.
What about the fourth horse?
You're still getting taxed. I'm gonna come to that. You're still getting taxed.
you see him like just like nod and like hold his throat. He's like,
And then I'll look at the child again and be like, I can't do that to a family man. Forget about the tax man. I'm sorry.
you see him like suddenly like.
The mental warfare in this
You see, like, the child, like, run into his arms, and he, like, holds him, he's like, thank you.
Both of my kids will be able to eat this winter.
Right, yeah, exactly. So you guys follow the wife outside. She's like, I don't know where, I'm assuming that you have a fourth party member, because we did find 4 horses.
Yeah, just give us all the horses.
Yeah, we'll take all 4 horses for sure.
So, she leads you out into the ranch, and you see that the stables are in like the back eastern part of it. And at this point, the horses are stabled in. Like, so while the other ones were in the range and like were frolicking around because they didn't know who these horses belonged to, they just kept them in the stable so that way they could do like an inspection, see if they were like up to par.
Turns dark so quickly.
Maybe if you hadn't have
That's so
threatened
dark,
his
so-
family,
I know, it
immediately.
literally turned
If only you had a conversation without resorting to violence.
You could have just given him the gold piece. You basically had a deal there. You had decided. You were like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm keeping the piece. And he was like, well then fuck you too. And you were like, I got your son.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty much what happened.
Just pay the man what you agreed to, or you could have offered him probably a tenth of that to begin with. You started way too high.
Yeah.
Learn how to negotiate, you stupid orc.
You say in this conversation in front of this woman, and she's just like trying not to listen. She's like, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Get out of my house, get out of my house.
Right.
I'm going to as we're back inside. I'm going to take out 5 rations and give it to the man before I leave.
You see him, he takes the rations. He's like, but why?
Because there's some good people and everything. He's going to leave. Just no further explanation. Just leave.
Okay. So as you leave behind, you see the child run to the doorway behind you, and he's like, "Thank you, mister."
At this moment. No, no.
All right. So you walk away. I'm assuming towards the west or towards where the stables
I'm going to walk
are.
back towards the guy.
Okay, so you walk back towards the capital. You guys are isolated. You have found your horses, though, at this point. She undoes the stabling, and she gives you all the reins, and she's like, good luck on your endeavors. But maybe next time you make sure that your horses are actually at a post instead of just leaving them in the town.
I'm gonna give her 3 gold coins. 1 for the horses, 2 for the emotional stress.
And the physical trauma of that little boy being held up like 7 feet in the air. Maybe. That's what I'm saying. Like,
You gotta think like a politician, Phil.
that's,
People are gonna hate you.
ooh, that is
Oh, that's
true.
true.
Let me see.
So, like, as soon as I get to like an alley or something, I want to change back myself.
Now,
Did any of them recognize me?
one did.
Which one? Was it a kid? Maybe he doesn't know.
It was a little
They
boy
don't
who
believe
was standing in the corner with his mother. The one that he had,
Baldino gave money to, or the one Brock was choking?
the one that the one that Brock was choking. Sorry.
I wasn't choking him. I was just holding him up in the air.
They're not
Violently.
gonna believe him. He was the most traumatized.
That kid's
I
gonna be
don't know.
fucked up.
They're all gonna be fucked up.
I needed the
We
horse.
just walked into their house and terrorized
I had
them.
nothing to
I
do
didn't
with
try
it.
to
Also, I really had nothing to do with that.
Technically, you didn't,
I
but
came
you
in
were
after
part of.
joking. I was like, whoa,
Technically, you were.
wait.
Yeah, you tried to de-escalate it, but you were quite clearly part of the party.
But I wanna,
Therefore, the
like-
assumed.
So I just want to like get to an area where someone can't see.
Don't forgive me
and
for
change
that. Once I
back.
free all their
So
Some
you,
of the
amendment
sure
children.
enough, in between two buildings, you find like a little like alleyway that you
Okay.
can duck behind where there's nobody. You see like a couple of like crates where like garbage are. I'm assuming you would go around behind
Yeah,
it,
and just quickly
switch
back real quick.
into your original form.
Yeah, I'll go back to the form that the kid first saw me.
Saints Row 3.
Okay, the other kid. Got it.
And then I'm gonna walk back to the ranch house.
Like 2 months.
Okay, at this
Okay.
point, you see them coming up the road. They're holding their horses. What's the next move, guys?
I'm gonna just quickly pop my head into the house and just look at the child.
Which
And
house?
just- The
The
ranch house.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Quickly just look at the child and tell him his wife, good job. And then hunt back out.
In his mind?
Okay, well, at this point, the door would be locked behind you guys.
Okay.
So you could look through the window.
And I'm just gonna
And,
keep
like,
in mind
see-
and be like, you did good today. And then
This child has no idea who you are. This is a demon. This demon just spoke in his mind. This demon, after
He knows.
God spoke in his mind first. God,
he knows.
you said you were God in his mind.
No, this is a different child. This is a child I tricked.
Yeah, but you still like.
That's a different child.
That is a different child.
He
yeah,
just
no,
saw
no, no,
me
you're right. You're right.
alter
You're right.
myself. I told him now I'm really a guard in this. I was a guard in this.
Yeah. But let me see if you'd make that connection.
Well, before I told him, he saw me. I told him I was just a guard in disguise. I'm just coming to handle business.
Right, that's right. He
So he
watched
knows
you
who it's
transform. Yeah. Okay.
See.
So he like
I'm just gonna be like,
upon like seeing you in the window, he's like,
I'm gonna walk.
all right. All right, so now you guys have your horses. The horses, like, honestly, all right. So half of them, and let's just see. Yeah. Okay. So your horse and your horse are very disappointed in you. You see, like, very like disgruntled, like angry, like expressions on them. They're like kind of like resisting. So I want you to give me an animal handling check as you're trying to get them back into tow.
5.
That one.
Fantastic. So as you guys are like trying to like control your horses, you're like, come on, it was just a night. You
Larry,
just
what's the
got
matter?
taken. And like Larry's like, you left me to die. And your horse is like, you punched me in the face. You left me in the street. What the fuck kind of owner? Your horse is going buck
I'm
wild.
just like,
You got a nat 1. So your horse actually manages to break free of your grasp and is now going hurtling towards the distance into the wilderness. Do you follow?
Yes.
All right. So Brock has to chase a horse. Yep.
That's a bad nat 1, Brock.
We can't wrangle that thing for you.
Brock, that's a bad nat 1, my friend.
I'm gonna pat Falcon on her head. She knows how to
They
always
went through
I'm
it.
gonna just speak to Larry.
Showcase.
Larry, I'm sorry.
His
Learned a
game
lot
on
last
drive
night.
was for negative 10 minutes.
You did. Wait, what?
I'm talking to Larry out loud. I'm sorry, Larry. I learned a lot last night. I'll never leave you
give me another animal handling check.
Brock, shout apologies. Maybe she'll give you another
That's
check.
6. I'm still gonna go on and talk.
He's still not. He's like, you left me.
You're
How
right.
could you
I'm
leave?
good. You're right, Larry. Trust is earned. I will earn your trust again.
Okay, so you need to give me like the greatest fucking like dex check as you're sprinting behind this horse.
Hit this, Brock.
20.
You
Not nat
are
20.
so lucky because you barely catch up to this horse
How do you
before he
run
gets
down
up
a
to a full
He
gallop.
ran down
Right.
that horse like Joe. Ran
Yeah, like he had like
Respect.
broken out of your grasp and was like starting to dart,
This is the game that captain. That's what it makes.
barely managing to catch up to this horse. You grab him again. Give me another animal handling check with
Come on,
disadvantage.
Oh my god. Oh fuck.
That's not good.
Oh, I got to go better. I got the same 5 twice, and I believe I have.
He confirmed.
Fantastic.
confirmed 5.
I have plus 3.
Double
So
it.
it's 8.
Out of 10.
And you are so lucky because this horse
It's tired from running.
is tired from running, is tired from being left in the middle of night, is tired from being pushed so much in the middle of the night in the past couple of days. So you barely managed to take him in, but he is still bucking very hard. I want you to give me a strength check to try and bring him down.
14.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. So eventually you're like, calm down! You bring down his reins, you force his head down, you're like, stop moving! Your relationship with this horse is so bad. It's very bad.
Really
If you
abusive.
abandon this horse again, he is not coming back.
I will not abandon the horse.
I'm just saying.
This horse hates you.
Hey, does.
I'm gonna laugh at you.
I'm
I'm gonna, like, get on my horse.
gonna apologize to Sassafras.
Can I feed her one of
Feed her
my
a sugar
rations?
cube.
Or is that bottle?
I'm
Yeah, like,
gonna feed Sassafras an apple.
okay.
Do they have apples?
You're gonna have to do more than
Theoretically.
feed thing.
I mean, I'm assuming that you guys would have found, like, foraging fruits and stuff in the
Yeah.
wilderness, so, like, you would definitely have something you can feed
I'm
them.
feeding Sassafras something. I'm trying to make an apology.
Is not accepted, but the food is.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile, me and Joe are just nuzzling our horses, happy to see us, happy to see them. Like, mystery.
Your horse was loyal before this,
Mhm.
like, his
That's my
breed is loyal. And your horse was like a gift from Daddy Doncho, so there's like a special unity in there. All right.
Oh, okay.
So, what are you doing with these horses now that you have them?
We're going to the
You have to
capital.
put it on my back.
What?
You're gonna put it on your back.
As I
So,
attempt to gain
you
trust
still
with
have
the horse.
So, give me
Yeah.
a strength check with
Is it a
disadvantage
crate?
because there's no way you can lift up this 2,000.
13.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm sorry, but okay, so like you still you managed to like get underneath the horse, and you're like trying so hard with all of your might to like lift up, and you're like, just get on my back, Larry, and Larry's like, what the fuck? He's not having a good time. He's not lifted off the ground either, but you are still underneath the horse.
So guys, I just realized something.
Yes.
This is the only stable in town.
Sucks to suck, doesn't it?
We can come back.
Yeah.
No, okay. New players. I don't know my. He's gonna. Alright, new players.
Can you alter all the horses?
I can only alter myself. Yeah.
Alter self. Yeah.
Well. We're fine.
Can we bring these horses back to Vinny's house?
You could try.
Yeah, I think that'd be the plan, right?
Who's Vin?
Oh my god, I hate you for that.
I say we bring the horses back to Vinny's house, guys.
They can have a slow trot, they can rest and then rest up, and then when we get back to Vinny's.
I'm gonna walk my horse. I'm not even gonna ride Sassafras. I'm gonna walk Sassafras. Like, I'm gonna take head by the reins and just walk.
Okay, so you definitely, there's a begrudging trailing behind, but the horse is still, it's in your grasp, and he figures that at this point, if he wasn't able to break free of you 3 times, then maybe this isn't the way to go, and he just has to wait for his next opportunity. So he follows behind you. You guys, the rest of you,
towards the capital.
no, you guys are walking to Vinny's house to drop off the horses, and then
Yeah.
do your
Okay.
thing.
Right. Going to Vinny's house.
So you make it back to Vinny's house. He's like, "Oh, you guys ascended the bomb?
No, not yet. We're doing that later.
How'd it go?"
We're about to do that now. We need to make sure our horses
Hold these
are safe.
horses.
Take care of
How did
these.
he host?
We stole a bunch of apples from the place, just feed them apples and shit.
You put
Make
like
sure
a
his
bundle.
doesn't run away. If you can, it might just go. Don't take a kick to the chest from it.
No.
You'll die.
You see-
no, take a kick from the chest from it. You need to make sure
Vinny,
it's ours.
Vinny walks up like with the apples in tow. Like he drops them on the ground. And he walks up to like Marok's horse, and he's like, it's okay, you're a good horsey. And you see for the first time that Sassafras is actually like calm. So there's like something about Vinny, you know, animals really like him. So he's able to like, he like makes like a makeshift like pole system that like he then puts the horses onto, and he like ties their reins on. So you know that they're going to be set here.
Right. Okay. We'll go to Sassafras and we'll give him another app and be like, listen, you can actually rest now. We're not abandoning you. We'll be back. Have it out.
Takes the apple. Doesn't look at her.
Larry, this is
Pat him
trust-
on the head.
This is the trust is built. I promise to be back, but don't come back. I am dead. Sorry.
Touching his horse.
I'm just gonna pat Falcon on the head.
I always
for your
loved
apple.
Yep.
See you soon.
Mystery will be back short. I'll be back shortly.
Stay good for Dad.
Like we used to because
Listen to this strange crackhead for now.
If you sell my horse for crap, I'll kill you, man.
He wouldn't do that. He's terrible.
I don't need it.
I made him physically shit his pants.
Now that you mention it, the smell is still pretty pervasive.
Why has he not cleaned himself? We spent all this time getting.
He lives in a hut in the middle of the woods.
Is there a stream nearby? My God, Vinny.
Did you see one? You didn't, is the answer to that.
How does he live? Where does he get water from? There's no way.
He hadn't even eaten for the last 2 or 3 days.
If he hasn't drank water in 3 days, he'd be dead.
He would, yeah, but the assumption is that he does not take care of himself.
Fair enough.
He gets water
Okay.
every day, somehow.
Somehow he lives,
Sneaks to the village and steals some water.
Take some water.
Now we go
licks
towards
the shit on the
prison.
floor.
Okay.
Alright, so, just walking straight up into the Capitol building,
Make us
guys?
invisible.
Yeah,
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Okay. Why
what
not?
do you mean?
Well, I mean, I can, make 2 of us invisible.
Spell slots.
It's like, look, man,
Okay.
I might think I'm God, but I'm not actually God. I mean, I'm totally
Why
a
does-
millennial old.
Why don't-
Deception check, insight, deception with disadvantage because you took...
Now what?
yeah.
You gave it away. The secret has been exposed.
Suddenly is just a normal man. What do you mean?
you told me you live forever.
Okay. Anyway, Richter.
Yes.
Why don't you? Why don't you make yourself invisible? Enter the prison first. We'll all find it together. We know it's somewhere near the entranceway to the first building. And and then you'll do some
Well,
sneaking.
Richter,
We'll follow
can you-
behind you.
Can
And you
change
can
into
tell
a
us-
guard again and bring us in? Or something?
I'm immediately changed back into the guard.
Okay. We can walk in.
We
this-
can't change our plan, guys. He just used his last spell slot.
No, I
No.
can do it for 1 hour. I can hold
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
still
okay.
up for
And he also has one more,
I
I
have
think.
3 total, plus I can regain myself.
Gotcha.
Sorcery points.
Well, if it hasn't been that long since you did it yet.
Okay, so we're walking up behind guard Baldino, guard Richter.
Okay. Do you restrain them? Do you do anything? They're just walking up behind you?
Yeah,
Arms
try to
free?
restrain you guys.
Oh, this is risky, guys. I don't trust him.
First, we should make sure we take his pants.
Don't do this again.
I offer, you have no idea.
I offer a fight.
No. You guys have no idea what that means. I'm just gonna look at it.
It's
I
true,
offer
they
up
would
my
not.
hands for
Slipknots, Richter. Slipknots.
I totally know what that is.
He totally. Well, no insight checks if you want to know if he totally knows.
12.
3.
So you're like, wow, yeah, he probably knows how to do it. You are like, this guy
Definitely.
doesn't even know like what anything is. Like
His
this is the
cross-goblins are
first.
real.
Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. So you two are convinced that like this
No.
knot is gonna be perfectly fine. You'll slip in and out of it, no problem. You not.
Loose binding.
He's like complaining and be like, would you like them to do it then?
Yeah.
Okay. Undo that work. She's trying to get out of it now.
No.
So you tied them all?
No, I tied him and I tied him.
Okay.
But now, he doesn't want me to.
No, go ahead.
No, please try. I'm gonna just, because I don't know what I'm actually doing. So now's the point where you get the find out.
Alright.
Yo, can you cut me out and redo this?
This isn't a slipknot.
It is upon inspection. It is not.
I'm very stuck.
Those
Those guys say that, and I'm like, hey, wait a second.
So
Then
give me 2 sleight of hand rolls.
8, 19.
8 and 19. Okay. Okay. So as you guys are like trying to undo it, yours are so tightly bound that no matter how hard he tries, he cannot get it open. Yours come apart easily enough, though. You haven't been tied up yet.
I know, I'm good.
Sarah, can you retire this?
I tie him loosely. What do I have to roll?
Sleight of hand.
You know how to roll a...
9?
It feels pretty tight.
You don't know how to tie. He doesn't know how to tie a knot?
Okay, well, I'll
A
undo and
slip
redo.
knot with without making sure it looks like it's actually bound, but also not, and is easily enough taken apart by someone else's hands. You're asking for you're trying to make it convincing, but you're also trying to make it easily escapable.
We're not under a time
That's
limit
fine.
right now, so I'm just gonna keep undoing it and redoing it until I hit
Okay, so
12. Is that good enough?
okay, but the first time that you try to undo it, you're having a lot of issues. It's just a little bit too tight. So-
he's trapped. I haven't been untied.
Two people are bound very tightly.
Okay.
May as well, you know what I
Just
mean?
cut them free.
So I'm just gonna
Start over.
I'm just gonna tie a rope between the waists now.
Okay.
Wait a second. No, it's fine. I can just go into a rage and give myself fangs and then just bite my.
Yeah, see?
I'll
That's what you asked for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
that's
just,
it.
I
Yeah.
can just do that.
And
I don't
I'm
want
just
him
gonna
doing
also,
that for
turn-
my
Look
arms.
at you and just put my burning hand up and be like,
Sorry, guys, I'll break out of this.
okay.
There's nothing I can hold.
Everyone's tied up with Baldino and me now, so I guess just tie me
Joe.
up.
I tied
I'm
them.
Joe.
Sleight of hand.
12.
Okay. So this
Question,
time,
if I grow claws,
after enough.
will I be able to cut, or will I not have that dexterity?
What?
If I were to transform and get claws instead of teeth to bite it open, will the claws have enough dexterity? No.
No.
Definitely gotta go fangs. Okay. Just making sure.
Grab the fangs, yeah. That
um,
works.
so after all of the attempts and failures, this time you actually tie it in a way that he can undo it easily enough, and it's not too tight on his wrists.
I think I can get out of this, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I do it wrongly?
No.
Do you?
Turn my head.
That's exactly what we all wanted.
But none of us got.
Alright, so just
Now we're following him.
my lead.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We'll walk towards the gap.
You walk towards the capital.
I cover
At
up,
this
I
point,
cover up my emblems and stuff. Obviously, I
okay,
don't want that to be clearly visible as we're
Okay.
approaching.
your face still is pretty recognizable, just because.
Can't do nothing about my face.
Can't.
I'm in chainmail. They can't really see.
No, chainmail
Right there, punch
is
him in the
just
face.
the
He doesn't have a helmet?
How do you
I'm gonna take.
It's not on?
No.
Emily, before we
no,
leave,
no, that's something you would have to buy with the
Before
armor
we
and stuff.
leave, would I be able-
Chainmail's just the shirt that's underneath your shirt.
Okay.
It's like Frodo's mithril.
Sometimes it
thing.
has like a hood though.
No.
Yours does not.
So can I grab a sack before we leave the place?
Like a potato sack?
Yeah, just like a.
If you can roll me a perception and find one, yeah. What?
4.
You ain't finding shit.
Somebody throw some mud on his face or something.
No, just something with cloth. I can tie his face. I'll tell him to spinning at me. You got spinning at him.
You guys could roll me a perception check. You guys still, your eyes are still around.
14.
Okay.
4.
11.
Okay.
Mhm,
So
that's
you
No more
see
using the
in the distance,
Very
as you're
nice.
scouring across the crowd, you see that there is a shop where they're selling groceries, and you see that right next to the stall there's a couple of bags, assuming that as people buy apples or whatever, they could throw it in.
There's apple bags over there.
So I'm gonna go and be like, I'm
I'm tied
gonna
up. I
take
can't
one
go
of
get
these, Vinny, and I'm gonna dump all his apples on the floor. And then,
No. At this point, you're in the town.
oh, we are, okay.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh,
are the
sorry,
guards.
There's no apple stand
No,
near
no.
Vinny's house.
I'm gonna go up to the people and then be like, can I borrow your sack? I got a spit idea. I'll give you 1 gold coin for it.
He's like,
Why are
you
you
could.
giving away gold
You
coin?
could just give me
I don't know what's the
a
matter.
copper piece if you know what I mean.
Alright, here's a couple pieces.
Knock yourself out.
Thank you very much for that business. There's not smart people. It's like an old man who's selling apples.
And it's the guard, so he's like,
Yeah,
I
and
don't
it's
really
a guard,
understand this
yeah.
guy. Is he tricking
This is
me?
a test.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get screwed so much if I scam this guy. So he gives you a bag easily enough, and
I will
you
walk over and put it over Torrin's head.
Torn.
Mine.
Oh, sorry,
Derek.
over Derek's head. And I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna tell him that you were spitting. You leave the bag on because it's really nasty.
You see the bag nod.
It's in an apple sack.
And I'll just
Smells really yummy.
I'm
This is
gonna
the
take
best
my
way I've
knife.
been concealed so far.
The bag's on his head. I'm gonna take a knife and try and cut a hole out for him while it's on his head.
Just one,
Just
like,
one.
in the center. So like if you finagle your head, sometimes you can see out of it.
It can either be an eye hole, a nose hole, like whatever.
Whatever you need
Whatever
it to be.
I got a whole
You can do it.
You just gotta
Just one.
Enjoy.
Just one.
whatever I need.
Oh my god, no! We need to get out of
You
here.
got my trinket.
Yeah. So you approach this Capitol building. At this point, it is like afternoonish. So you walk up. It's not as busy as it was in the morning, but there is still a lot of people going in and out. But you do notice that there are noticeably less guards in the front of the building, whereas before they had like 8 or so lined across it. Now they only have 2 right at the doorway as people are walking in and out.
Okay.
We're following your lead.
So yeah, so I'm gonna walk up to the guards and be like, "Yeah, I called you a bunch of hooligans."
Okay.
What were we doing?
they're
You
like-
didn't even
they
accuse us
look-
of a crime.
I'll,
They look behind you and they're like, "Are those the fucking guys from last night?"
what are you talking about?
I'm talking. What the fuck are you talking about? Weren't you here this whole
No, I
time?
was sick. I just got back to work this morning.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
This is already a terrible lie.
7 plus 5. Persuasion plus 5, yeah, so that's a 12.
So he's gonna look at you and he's like, "We don't have fucking sick days here. What the hell you
You're right, you
mean?"
don't have sick days. That's why I sneak out and I start into my shit.
You mean- Slept in my shed. I can't even understand what you're saying right now.
He's just mumbling words.
Just sleep in a shed and then
He's like-
immediately return back.
Alright, so he's gonna hear you and he's just like, "Well, I mean, I don't really give a fuck, to be honest with you, about what the hell you were doing, but those are the fucking guys that were pillaging us last night. Where's the last one?"
I only saw 3 of them.
It's like, there was 4 last night. Where the fuck could he have gone?
Look, mate, I told you I wasn't fucking here, and I found 3 of them. You found fucking none of them, you fucking dumb cunt.
I'll
You're gonna say that too?
Aggressive to him, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is like I feel like intimidation, yeah.
Slow plus 5. Fucking rolls are terrible. 13.
Still higher than his, and he's like,
Think,
Ooh,
"Shit."
that's what his dad used to call him, a dumb cunt. Really.
It's like, "Oh, I hate being called a cunt."
He's the Aussie word.
All right, go on. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
Kid. I mean, sir,
He's like, "You already know where it is, then. Get in there."
put him with the rest.
Alright, so we're gonna walk in.
So you walk into the
What
building.
do I see?
As soon as you walk into the building, you see the same staircase that you did before.
Don't go up there. Is there other
You gotta
people
go
around?
down.
Is there any
There
other
are
doors?
people that are going up and out, like up the stairs and out, and you see posted guards on each
So I'm
side.
gonna go
So
up to
the
another
6.
guard and be like, I need to borrow your key. When I had to tussle with these 3 fuckheads, I lost my key.
Okay. He's like, well, there's only one key that like lets people in and out. Why would you have a key?
You see, the breath coming out of my hole starts. The edges of the bag are moving a little faster in and out because I'm hyperventilating a bit.
And I was gonna look at him and be like, no, the key to my shack. You have my spare, right?
Who are you?
Who are? No, yeah, literally. He's like, I don't even.
The deception.
Yeah. So give me a deception check.
12, 17.
Why didn't you just say you
So,
were prisoners?
so like, you know, like that thing where someone
You're insane.
doesn't recognize you, but you just told them that you knew them. So now there's like that awkward thing of like,
Yeah.
yes,
What's
It's like
up?
Steve, bro.
How you doing,
And
bro?
the question last month.
yeah. He's
You
where?
met my grandmother. She made you a wonderful pie.
That's a deception with advantage.
Why would
Deception with advantage.
12 plus 5. Alright, so 17.
Okay. So and he's like, he just like looks at you and he's like, Yeah, your grandma.
Thanks for the pie.
He's like, where's your shack, though?
Never mind. I gotta get these prisoners inside though.
There it is.
He's like, oh,
You threw them
okay.
off.
No, yeah, you're talking about like a shack instead of the actual
That
prison.
was just to avoid the questions. You were like, let's get him.
Circumvent now.
Let's get him like discombobulated and then be like, anyway, prisoners. And he's like, okay, fine, just anything.
Why didn't you lead with this? So he's like, oh well, I mean, you're gonna have to talk with the guy upstairs so that way you can get in the door, you know?
Okay, can you watch after these three? Yeah?
He's like, yeah, totally. So you hand him the rope that has the other three in it? Okay. So you hand him the rope, and now, like, you see, like, the other couple of guards posted start to, like, get a little bit closer and close in the space around you three. You wouldn't see this unless you're using
I'm
your
looking
pole.
through my hole. My utility hole. How
So,
wouldn't I be utilizing?
so you go upstairs, right? So like before, it goes to the left and it goes to the right in like a semicircle type of situation. But it's not a semicircle, it's just like a curved hallway.
Do either door look different?
Well, last night you went to the right and
Yeah.
you saw like
Bunch of people.
four doors that were like normal looking, and then at the end there was a 2 ornate doors. So you would know what that hallway looks like, but you have no idea what that hallway looks like.
Someone would walk back down.
Wasn't
and
there
be
one
like,
hallway
wait,
on the
I
people
forgot.
walking
I should
through?
chill in prisoners. That was stupid. Can you come with me?
To the guy down at the bottom of the stairs. Okay. And he's like, oh yeah, totally. So like you see him like grab it. He's like,
I was gonna say in their minds.
so he like drags the guys
I'm
upstairs.
massaging my forehead through my back.
He's like, these guys seem like pretty compliant to like follow me. It's a
You should
little.
have seen the things I did to them last night.
Give me
Glances at the hole
give
in
me
the
a
bag.
deception check. Glances at the hole in the bag. Give me a deception check.
God, I don't know. Don't shit 11.
Okay. He glances at that hole and he's like,
Oh.
he's like,
And I'm just gonna snip my finger.
So weird.
Now,
My
horrified, he averts his eyes, looks on the ground, doesn't look past you, and then starts walking towards the right. At the end of the hallway, he's like, I'll just stay outside with these guys. I'll just stay outside with these guys, and you can go on inside. And you see, like, he's leaning towards on the hallway. He's leaning towards the left side.
Okay, so I'm gonna go inside.
So as you go inside, he's gonna like get closer to you. Like you feel his body, and he's like, "I'm so sorry. It's not how we do things here."
What's your name, friend?
He's like, "My name is Eric."
Well,
Okay, good.
I say in kind of like a jovial tone, and I go, Eric, things are going to be changing around here, and I hope you, you keep your mind open, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.
Are you looking through the hole in the bag?
Are you looking at? Are we making eye contact right now? He's like, okay.
I give him the double thumbs up through my bonds.
Excellent. So you walk into the door. Do you like knock or anything? You just walk right in.
I'll knock on the door.
So you knock on the door, and you hear a man say, like gruffly, "Enter."
So I open the
No,
door.
I have many.
You open the door, and the first thing that you see is that there's like a dwarvish man who's sitting behind the desk. He's wearing formal clothing, like a suit, and he's doing a lot of paperwork right now. And he is surrounded by other people who look like they are also officials. And there's a lot of guards within this room.
So I was gonna say, I caught the 3 hooligans last night. I just need the key and throw them in the cellar.
He's like, shit, you fucking caught them? He rises up. Everybody around him rises up. They all walk outside past you. They're not even looking at you, and they see these people. And they're like, where's the 4th?
Look, I only found 3 of them. Caught them while they're sleeping.
You see him like beckon to somebody, and he whispers something in their ear. Somebody, you guys could give me a perception check, really quick to see.
19.
13.
17.
All right, so you
Wait,
hear
what's my
he's
bonus
like, send out a scout, find the fourth.
Oh,
He's
so I got a
like,
20.
you see like him. So you got a 20. So you would also hear he's like, send out a scout, look for him, find that fourth person.
Wouldn't he
You
ask
see that-
him where he found us?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, we have. So,
Let's go to the better.
he's like, I'm gonna lock these 3 into the basement, but you stay in my office, and I'm gonna talk with you.
Okay. Do you mind if I use the bathroom? We have a pitch simulation noise.
You see him like roll.
I got the going. I think you
All right, so give me a persuasion check. Give me a persuasion check.
You gotta take a shit.
17.
Damn.
22.
Damn. He's like, yeah, you're probably up all night trying to keep these guys in line. And like, then you see like the guard that's like next to Derek, and he's like. and then like the guard is like, maybe just sorry, the official is like, maybe just clean yourself up a bit. And he points in the direction of like the other hallway.
You were fucked, and you just got out of it real quick.
So, as you're, yeah, so like
Try to use the bathroom.
so
Such
you
a second grader's escape plan, but it worked flawlessly.
he brought them what they wanted. I mean, like if they're gonna,
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything suspicious. He's
yeah,
like-
he hasn't, yeah, not yet. So, he points you in the direction of the hallway, and then he.
Just open the door. The second I get into the door, close it, invisibility. And I'm going to sneak back out.
Fantastic. All right, so you walk in. It's the first
You
door.
actually is laughing.
You walk in
That's
first
good
door
flavor.
on the right and the left hallway. So you go in, you turn invisible. As you come out, you see that now there's like 6 guards surrounding these 3, and they walk downstairs behind this official. You see as this official like takes them all outside. You follow behind them. Give me like a stealth check really quick
Okay.
with advantage because you're invisible.
Fucking 9.
Okay, so as you're like trying to leave this room without bumping into anybody, you do manage to bump into one of the dwarven villagers on the way out, and like you see him like, hey, what's the big idea? And like he like sees like a guard like right next to him, and he's like, oh, never mind. And he like continues like to go towards wherever he needs to be. You follow them outside. They make a turn. As they turn to their left, you see now, upon further inspection, there's like a cellar door. It's like right outside. You see him like reach into his pocket. And he pulls out like 1 gold key. He unlocks the door, and he like opens up the doors, and he's like, throw them in. The 6 guards go down with these 3.
Can I sneak in behind you?
You can give me a shot. Give
I'm
me.
not trying to be right on top. I mean, like, dude, like how are they doing this?
They're walking. They're literally walking
Okay, are they
in.
closing the door behind them or not?
Yes. He is about to lock the door, so I want you
With
to
the
give
6
me.
guards inside there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Stealth. All right. Yeah.
He gets
thank
advantage
Christ.
using
5. Oh, that's
Wow.
What is the matter?
What
is the matter?
No plus for stealth?
no, I have nothing.
Almost makes me wonder if this was the person you should have used for the stealth.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that can turn themselves into different people. and
That's
turn
true.
themselves invisible.
But you could have turned him.
I have a plus
No, he
6 to
can't.
stealth.
He doesn't
But
have
that
a
doesn't
wisdom.
help me.
No, I know it doesn't help you, but it did help the situation.
Yeah,
So
like,
as you go in behind these people, you bump into one of the guards. The guard is like,
You should say.
He
you
looks-
Say the same exact thing you said. You only
Yeah.
found 2 of them.
So you
It's not
bump into the guard on your way in as you're like trying to hurry behind these closing doors. As you bump into the guard, he tries to look around, but he doesn't see anything. And he's like, "It's just a gust of wind or something."
Nice.
And like he tightens his grasp on Torin, and he like forces him forward. He's like, "Get in there." You follow down.
Are there any flies? Roll perception.
You could roll sure.
Why does it matter exercise?
You get a 9.
That was
You ain't seen shit. It's dark in here. So you go downstairs
lizard
into the
person.
cellar place, and as you enter,
He's dying on you.
Oh, sorry.
You're not passing.
I repassed it.
Oh, you repassed
But then you
it.
just set it down in front of yourself.
No one picked it up. How high as fuck?
Yeah.
That butter cake.
I'm sorry. I take it back. I apologize.
I didn't need the butter bread. I ate the
So
butter
much
bread.
butter.
I didn't eat so much.
so much butter.
He literally, the bowl was
Right.
covered
Everything
in
gets 2
so
ounces
much
of
butter,
butter.
and he sucked it up with a bun. He's gonna
I
die.
left most of it in the bowl. I did not stop up that much. It's not
I thought you were
the bowl
gonna
is
be like,
That's what I thought he was gonna do. I was
No,
like,
no, no.
that's not gonna
listen,
end
you're
well.
gonna. I don't even know. I've
No,
never
I'm
seen
not
anyone
trying
do
to kill
that.
myself.
I was like, you're gonna vomit. Like, you're about to
I
be
just
like,
like
yeah.
wanted to see the impact of the butter, so I got some on the bread and ate it. But there was still